Well, I'm representing a book that is historic because it's the first scientific study ever written about the psychopathology of people with economic power. We study them, their mental condition. You know, for example, if you have 5,000 times the amount of money that you could ever use in one lifetime, then why would you fight to get more? Why would you want more? Okay? It's a mental condition that these people have. We study this. And so the main problem is, what are the techniques that they use, these economically powerful people, the international bankers and these people around them? What's the technique they use to enslave humanity? Because you can notice, this is the problem today. This is why everybody's here on Wall Street. Everybody has their own grievance of injustice. Because they've enslaved not only individuals, but companies and even entire nations. You know, for example, the United States government is completely in debt to these bankers. You know, everybody knows that the Fed is privately owned by a secret sex society, the Knights Templars. You know, it's the same guys, these economically powerful people. You know, they have a plan for the world. They're enslaving us. So, what is the technique that they use to enslave everybody? And we've been analyzing this for years, and what we see is that the use of usury, which in the past, in cultures in the past, they know that usury is highly immoral. It's an unethical process and very destructive, not only to economy, but to society. Okay? So, if usury is something completely immoral, then why do we continue to recognize that as something valid? This book is written by psychoanalyst, social scientist Norberto Keppe, and the name of this book is called Liberation of the People, The Pathology of Power. And it's, as I said, it's historic in the sense that it's the first study ever done of the pathology of people with economic power. And it's the best until today. You know, it's absolutely fascinating. If you read this book, your vision of the world will never be the same. They take the capital that people get by working, you know, from the companies, and then they speculate with that, making money with money, and giving nothing in return to society. Do you see? They make themselves rich with the capital that comes from companies. Well, this capital belongs to people who work. It doesn't belong to the 1%, as we call them. And so, through this process of making money with money, they devaluate the dollar and they destroy the real economy, the working force of the nation. You know, agriculture and industry and even commerce and people who work. So capital must be used in the benefit of those who work and not to the benefit of the 1% who use it to destroy those who work, marginalize those who work, and make themselves rich. This has to stop. The question of financial speculation is something that destroys economy. It's difficult for people. We're so brainwashed that we need these people. It's difficult for people at first to perceive this, you know. Okay, for example, somebody who is psychopathic, they're very clever because, first of all, they don't have any capacity to work. They will not do anything for anybody. They don't serve. So what they do is they get themselves into positions of power, very clever, you know, in order to dominate other people. And then they vent their hatred and envy, you know, with full force. And you know, the founding fathers of our nation were very concerned about that. You can see in the writings of Thomas Paine, of Alexander Hamilton, of Jefferson, that it's a constant fight to how could I say, to be on guard for these psychopaths that they don't get into power.